Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for always coming back to my channel. I'm grateful that you always find time to come onto my channel and I really appreciate you. So today I'm bringing you yet another video about accounting, and today I'm going to respond to someone who may be figuring out whether to take BCOM or to take CPA in order to equip himself or herself for the job market as an accountant. So if that is the kind of a decision that you're trying to make and you are looking for that kind of information, keep it here because this video is for you and you are going to get information that will help you to decide which option to go for. Let's get right into the video. In order to assist you in deciding which option you will go for, whether you are going to pick BCOM accounting option or finance option, or you are going to do CPA as your course, I'm going to share with you some of the differences that are there between BCOM and CPA, and with that information, you will be able to decide which one to take. And the first difference is CPA is a professional course, while BCOM is an academic course. It therefore means that if you go for CPA, you are going to attain a professional qualification. But if you go for BCOM, you are going to attain an academic qualification. So that is the first difference and the thing that you need to understand before you decide which one to go for. The second difference is that for BCOM, you have to complete it entirely for you to use it as a qualification to get a job. While for CPA, you don't have to complete up to the last part, which is CPA-3, for you to use it as a qualification to get a job. It therefore means that you can do CPA-1, go look for a job that requires that level of qualification, or even you can do it up to CPA-2, go get a job, and then later on you complete the course as you continue working. But for BCOM, as it is for the academic courses, you cannot leave it at second year and go looking for a job that you have a BCOM qualification, or even at third year. You have to finish up to the fourth year and attain the qualification, which now you can use to look for a job. Another difference is that when it comes to the cost that you are going to incur per semester to pursue these courses, for BCOM, the cost is higher compared to CPA, that is per semester. And so as you consider to pick either of them, it is good that you also consider affordability, like are you in a position to afford paying for CPA fees per semester, or you are in a position to pay for BCOM fees per semester. On the same note, when it comes to CPA, there is no that much pressure for affordability with CPA. You can do it in bits. For example, if you are not in a position to pay semester after semester after semester, you can skip semesters. For example, you can do CPA-1, and once you are done with that semester, you skip joining the next semester, you go look for money, and once you're set with the money, you can go the following semester and continue doing CPA-2 with no limitations at all, because no semester is interlinked with the other semester, and there is no year that is interlinked with the other year. Unlike it is in the case of BCOM and other academic courses, you have to be consistent with the semesters, and if you have to keep on putting the semesters on hold because of the fees challenges, again, it might end up costing you much more. Another difference is time that you use to complete the course. So for BCOM, it has been programmed that you need to do the course for 4 years for you to complete the course. But for CPA, it all depends with your ability to pass exams and also your consistency. So if you start CPA-1 and you go passing all the exams without getting refers, and you don't skip semesters, you are consistent semester after semester, then you are going to complete the course in 3 years. You can also go for an option of combining sections. For example, in CPA-1, there is section 1 and section 2. So instead of taking 1 year to do CPA-1 alone, you can decide to combine the sections that are in CPA-1, that is CPA Section 1 and Section 2, which makes up CPA Part 1. So if you combine them in one semester, then it means that by the end of the year, you will have completed CPA Part 1 and CPA Part 2. Again, on condition that you are passing all the units without getting any refers. And so if you take the approach of combining sections, then you are going to finish CPA in 1.5 years. But for BCom, as I have mentioned earlier, it has to be the set time, which is 4 years. Another thing is qualifications. For both CPA and BCom, you need to have attained a mean grade of C+ and above in KCSE. But for CPA, it is more specific, like you need to have attained C+, also in Maths, English, and Kiswahili, and also the overall mean grade. For both cases, for CPA and for BCom, if you have not attained that mean grade of C+ and above, you need to start with a diploma so that now you can head to doing either CPA or BCom. Now the difference comes in the duration of completing the diploma. For BCom, if you have to start with a diploma, it will take you 3 years to complete the diploma. But for the case of CPA, if you have to start with a diploma, which is called Accounting Technician Diploma, it will take you 1.5 years if again you are not getting any refers. So in case you have not attained the grade to do BCom or to do CPA, you need to consider the time that you are going to take to do either of the diplomas. Another difference is exams. For CPA, the exams that you do at the end of every semester, which determines if you are going to the next level, they are external exams which are set and marked by a body called KASNEB. While for BCom, all the exams that you do, including the final exam, are internal exams which are set and marked by the lecturers at the university. Another difference is graduation. For CPA, there is no that graduation ceremony that has to be done as it is in the case of BCom. For CPA, once you are done with CPA 3, you automatically becomes a CPA graduate. While for BCom, there is a graduation ceremony of which if you don't graduate, it means that there are still pending issues that you need to sort out first and then graduate and attain that qualification. Another difference is flexibility. When it comes to CPA, you can keep shifting from one college to another depending on the quality of service. So you can join a college the first semester and you realize that you don't like their services or their services are not the best, and so you can simply join another college the following semester with no struggles, because as I said, the semesters and the years are not interlinked to the other. Once you are done with the semester and you sit for the exams, that is over for that part and for that semester. On the same note, you can also decide not to join any college at all, look for notes and revision kits, and then book for exams. And when it is time to sit for exams, you go and sit for the exams, and if you pass, then you get the qualification. However, that is not an option I can really encourage someone to go for, because it is not an easy thing to do as it may sound, because truth be told, for CPA, things can really get thick along the way, and so I would encourage someone, instead of doing the course on your own and struggling on your own, and you may end up getting so many refers and keep repeating so many times or even get discouraged, just go for the option of joining the college that best suits you. In the case of BCom, again, as it is in the case of academic courses, once you join a university, you cannot keep on moving from one university to another every other semester, because there is a process to that, and therefore flexibility when it comes to BCom, it is not as much as in the case of CPA. Something else that I need to mention about CPA is that you can also go for the option of doing the course online. These days, there are colleges that are offering CPA and you can attend all the lessons online, and the only time that you will appear physically is when you will be sitting for exams. So you can also go for the online option. Let's now talk about the job market when it comes to the accounting career. So you may be asking, when do you have the highest chances of you getting a job? Is it when you have CPA or is it when you have BCOM? And my answer to that is that you have equal chances of getting a job if you either have CPA or you have BCOM, because the nature of the job market is that different employers have different preferences. Some employers prefer graduates who have an academic qualification, as it is in the case of many banks. They prefer people who has degrees, and therefore if you only have CPA and you don't have a degree, you're likely to miss an opportunity to work in such organizations. While in other organizations, they prefer people who have CPA, which is a professional qualification, and therefore if you have BCOM alone and you don't have the CPA, then you're likely to also miss an opportunity to work in such organizations. And therefore, in both cases, if you have either of them, you can miss opportunities in some organizations, while in other organizations, you can still get an opportunity. So to be on the safe side when it comes to the job market, you can consider doing both BCOM and CPA, and that way you will be on the safe side, because now you will not be limited. You can get a job with any employer. So if you are in a position to do both BCOM and CPA, go for that option. It is a good option and a safe place to be in. So if you are in a position to afford both of them and the time that you have allows you to go for both of them, then go right ahead and go for both of them. So guys, I believe with the information I have given you, now you are in a position to decide which option to go for, which course to take, or even to combine both of them. And that brings us to the end of the video. That is all I had for you for today. Thank you so much for keeping it here and for watching my content. I am grateful, and you can ask any questions in regards to accounting in the comment section down below, or even on social media platforms. You can ask me and I will respond to you. And if there is another video in regards to accounting that you would like me to do, you can also tell me and I will go ahead and do that video. I hope that you have enjoyed the video and that you have learned something. And if that is the case, please make sure that you give this video a like, comment down below, and also share it with other people around you, and also consider subscribing to this channel for more and more content like this one. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Shalom, shalom, shalom.